These are 7 signs you have spiritual gift and abilities. Hello everyone. I hope everyone has been well. If not, at least we are doing better. I'm just going to jump right into the video. I put together 7 things that stuck out for me growing up that were clues and signs I had or I was developing spiritual or psychic abilities. Number 1. You have always remembered your dreams. Sometimes, something I've heard a lot of people say is, I don't have dreams. And this is really silly because all of us have dreams every single night. As we all dream not only every night, but multiple dreams every night. Most people do not recall every dream they have. A lot of us only remember one. Some of us, a small portion of us, we can remember a handful or even all of the dreams. Have you noticed that you're always having dreams? Like, are you one of the people who have dreams every night and I've been writing mine down, but do you write yours down as well? What kind of dreams do you have? Now, I have pretty good dreams now. I used to have like a bunch of nightmares. This is a huge subject I will dedicate a whole video to in the future, as it's pretty important. If you can remember your dreams, hit the like button below. If you can't remember your dreams regularly, leave a comment telling me the one dream you do remember throughout your life. Maybe there's like that one dream that you can remember and it's the only one. Who knows? Okay, jumping into number 2. Your dreams and your visions come true. This is something you probably noticed earlier on in your life, where you would have a dream or a vision that later came true, or it plays out in your reality somehow. This doesn't always have to be directly related to us or yourself. We may be having these dreams or these visions about someone else or someone close to us, or even events that are happening around the world. This isn't limited to bigger events either. This can be something as simple as suddenly during the middle of the day, you imagine seeing yourself pick up $50 off the grass. And then maybe later in the week, you see someone at the park drop money on the ground, and you rush over to make sure that they get that money back, and it happens to be a $50 bill. Or you could dream of somebody coming by to see you, and then they just show up a couple days later, or maybe even a couple months later if it's someone really random you haven't seen in a while. Or maybe they text you out of the blue after a while. Number 3. Another sign you have a spiritual gift or ability is remembering dreams of you being other people. I will go more into this in another video, but basically you're having dreams where later when you wake up and you're recalling the dream, you think, wait a minute, I wasn't me. I wasn't even a man or a woman. Man/woman. I mean, maybe you were even an animal, but that's not what this is about. Like, you weren't this sex that you are now. You can have dreams of being someone of the opposite sex, a different race, in a different time period, or even a different place around the world. Or even a place that you don't recognize at all, that you're unable to describe, that's not here on Earth. Like, you might be having dreams like that. So number 4, you seem to just know things, and you don't know how, but they wind up being true. So this is another sign that you're probably psychic or you have a spiritual gift. This is different from number 2 because you aren't receiving this information from a dream you're recalling. You just know something. You're sure about it. You may even be able to write out the information that comes up that you think is true just because it seems like common sense or something normal. And then later you find out that you were right, and then you think, well, maybe I just learned. I learned that somewhere else. Like I just don't remember that. I learned that at school, or maybe someone told me that before and I just don't remember where it was because you were so spot on about the information, but you really don't know how you knew it, but you did. It was just natural. You thought everybody knew it, I guess. This is also when you know to stay away from certain people, but you don't really have a reason to feel this way. Yet you end up being right about them, like, in the end. Like, these are red flags or weird feelings. You're just like, I don't know, I just don't like that person, or I'm just gonna keep my distance. And then you find out, like, they were a criminal or they were up to no good, like they had bad intentions, and then you're just like, I don't know how I knew. I don't know, I just knew. You just know. It was in your gut. This is usually something that happens in the moment rather than like a dream where it happens ahead of time. This is something where it's happening and you're not even noticing it's happening. You notice later on that it happened. Like, wow, I can't believe I was right. So another sign, number 5. You are able to wake up from a dream and go back to sleep, and it continues where it left off. Have you ever had a really, really good dream and your cat or a loud commercial woke you up from it and you were just thinking, I need to go back to sleep. That was such a good dream. Or it was just getting good, like he was just about to tell me something, they were just about to say something important, like, and then you were able to roll back over and go back to sleep, right back to the same dream and continue it. Okay, these dreams are usually pretty epic, let me tell you. Or they're like super, super scary, which is you wake up so you don't have to be in the dream, but then when you go back, it goes right back to the same scary stuff, and it's like, what? I just woke up so I didn't have to do this. Leave a comment if you've experienced this before, or if you're able to do this regularly. Like, some of us are just, we're able to just wake up, something wakes us up, and we just go back to sleep. We're just like, no, I'm going back to sleep, thank you very much, and we just go right back to sleep. And let me know if you're one of those people. If you have one of these abilities. Jumping into number 6. Being able to lucid dream or wake up from a nightmare. Being able of being asleep and being able to come out of it. So over time I was able to teach myself to lucid dream. I was maybe 11 when I started to really figure it out. Most people who lucid dream, they went through a series of nightmares that kind of forced them into learning it. At least that's what I've learned from the people that I have talked to. If you know what I'm talking about, hit the like button, because it just seems like we all kind of had to learn the hard way. Some people have been born naturally lucid dreaming, but I do remember a period where I felt, like I was completely out of control and just observing my dreams for a long time whenever I was younger. Lucid, and I still have dreams where I don't have control. So there are I still know what it feels like to just be observing and experiencing. Lucid dreaming is having the ability to control your dreams, whether it be being able to change things stop them from happening, flying around, teleporting, morphing into things, basically doing whatever you want, like changing the dream completely from one dream and then opening a door, walking into it, and it just be a totally different place, different dream. Most of us started by changing the outcome of nightmares, being able to run or fight or levitating, as the bridge collapsed under me into the water. That was mine personally. The water dreams are pretty scary, and I dealt with them for a few years. They were kind of reoccurring. That was awful. But my heart goes out to anybody who is drowning every night. You will get through them. You'll figure it out. All of us have them for separate reasons, different energies. But also you have a spiritual ability if you are able to wake yourself up from a dream. Again, these are often scary dreams when we find ourselves basically pressing the return to body eject button. But there are times where the dreams it's overwhelming or it's a little too much, and we're able to just wake ourselves up and it's over. And that's a blessing in itself, because not everybody needs to be stuck dreaming some of the dreams we have. Not all the time. Dreams aren't always us internalizing worries and stuff like that. Dreams are a lot more than that. And I'll get to that in my other video. Number 7, you likely have a spiritual awareness or a psychic ability. If you have moments in time where you feel deja vu, or what I like to call beingness, a state of beingness, where you don't feel like the person you are named. So for me, it would be like, I don't feel like I'm Summer. Like all of a sudden I just feel weird, like I'm not Summer. Like suddenly you aren't even feeling like a human. As if you aren't even all the way here somehow, or that you are suddenly aware that you are not you, the you that you thought you were. I know that sounds weird, but if you've had these feelings or these moments, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've had these strange moments often, like growing up. I would be observing things around me, often events with a lot of people, like happy events. These are usually like moments of peace and happiness, or moments of really, really great sadness, where like everything is just really calm, and it's almost like time stops in itself, and you're not aware of time. You're not aware of anything like that, because that doesn't really exist in all of the dimensions. So it's like you're embracing like the soul energy that's inside of you, but you're not even on the inside of your body. It's a very strange feeling. It's similar to deja vu, but it's a state of beingness. Deja vu is when you just feel like you've been here, you've done this. I don't know why, but I know what's gonna happen. But it's not like it's coming from a dream, even though it can be explained from a dream. Maybe you did have a dream you do not remember, consciously, but subconsciously it's there. But you just kind of zone out for a little bit, and then you come back. You were still there, but you just come back and you come out of it like knowing that you weren't even really here for a second. It's an odd feeling, but that is something that I remember happening a lot whenever I was growing up, and it was just really confusing. Like even as a child, it was just really strange to me, and I always felt like that separated me from everybody else, because I never noticed other people having these feelings or these moments. And if they did, they definitely didn't talk about it. So those were 7 of the signs, or 7 things that I put together that, they were early indicators to me that I had spiritual abilities or psychic abilities, like I was spiritually awakened. There were different things that separated me from other people, because I did talk about these things with other people, and they were always, wow, you're so strange, like you have like some of the weirdest dreams. And you have like the fact that I had like dreams every night and I was able to just wake up and tell people about them. I think one of my future videos will be tips on how you can remember your dreams and how to learn and teach yourself to lucid dream. So look for that in the future, because it's coming up, and I will get back to everybody then. And until then, choose love and stay strong.